Thank you for joining us on Republic TV. You're watching This Is Exclusive at 7 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, on Republic TV, we have brought you in the course of reporting in the last few months, especially after the crash in Ahmedabad involving an Air India plane. Air India continues to take your life, my life, extremely lightly. We'll tell you more about that. There has been an extremely shocking incident that we are reporting on the show. Here are the headlines. Massive Air India safety lapse. Airbus A320 flew without airworthiness certificate at least 8 times in 2 days. Another big safety lapse being reported. Aviation watchdog DGCA orders investigation into Air India safety lapse, orders immediate grounding of aircraft. Imran Khan's family finally gets access to meet him inside Rawalpindi's Adiala jail. Sister gets to meet Imran Khan. Imran Khan's family claims that he's been subjected to torture, blames Asim Munir for the torture on Imran Khan. Another setback for India's flagship carrier. Air India, ladies and gentlemen, once called the national carrier, has landed in the middle of another big controversy, one that raises very serious questions about internal oversight and regulatory compliance. 164-seater Airbus A320, which by the way has come under scrutiny. Airbus had to ground its entire fleet last week and do some tech checks, upgrade software. And this A320 was flown 8 full commercial sectors over 2 days by Air India without its airworthiness certificate, without airworthiness license, which had already expired. Now, this is an extremely serious lapse that has come to light only after an engineer flagged the issue. Air India did not even flag the issue. Engineer flagged the issue, triggering immediate action from the DGCA, which is the aviation regulator. The watchdog has now launched a full-fledged investigation. It's likely to treat this as a level 1 safety violation, the most critical category under flight safety norms. This particular aircraft we are talking about has since been grounded, and key personnel have been taken off duty, and Republic has accessed the full details, the letters, the different communication that took place between Air India and the DGCA, and also former officials at Air India and what they have to say. 1,300 lives were risked, ladies and gentlemen, by Air India by doing what they did. And the worst part is that Air India admits to it. They claim they knew. And if they knew, why didn't they stop it? Why didn't they ensure that the airworthiness certificate was given? It's a big safety lapse, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the full story. And then we have one of the key people in this story who raised a red flag joining us live on the show.
Air India finds itself in another massive controversy. This time, a major lapse in security. Air India flew A320 without license 8 times in 2 days. A 164-seater Airbus A320 flew 8 times on November 24th and 25th before an engineer discovered that its airworthiness license had expired. And now, aviation watchdog DGCA initiated a probe on the major lapse of security, likely to classify the incident as a level 1 violation which is considered critical to flight safety. The ARC license is issued annually in respect of an aircraft after a comprehensive review. Furthermore, it is a validation of an aircraft's main certificate of airworthiness. Under the norms, Air India is delegated the powers to issue the ARC for an aircraft. Meanwhile, Air India's spokesperson has released a statement claiming that they have initiated a comprehensive internal probe. They have also confirmed that the concerned personnel has been placed under suspension. They have also confirmed that the concerned personnel has been placed under suspension under further review. And now, all eyes are on Air India and the DGCA to see how the probe pans out.
And joining us on the show this evening, Captain S.S. Panesar. He's a former director of flight safety of the erstwhile Indian Airlines, joining us. Captain Panesar, first of all, how serious, how big a risk was this to do those 8 flights, sir?
Let me explain you at the outset what is C of A. This certificate of airworthiness, all airlines, their aircraft have to undergo overall inspection after 1 year of flying. And it is grounded and checked, all systems are checked after they are found okay by the DGCA. They give a certificate to the airline known as CFA, Certificate of Airworthiness, to operate this aircraft for the next 1 year. Now, it is a grave concern that without knowing fully well that this aircraft is not having CFA, they put it on a passenger commercial flight, thereby endangering the safety of the passengers and crew. It is shocking news that Air India is not aware of it. They are full-fledged department, engineering department, safety department. Do you mean that they ignored? Why they ignored it? Because they know that DGCA, they may connive with DGCA and no action will be taken against them. It's a very grave concern. The DGCA should rise to occasion immediately and they should take a criminal action against these people who are responsible for the violation of this CFA. Otherwise, we don't want to face any more Ahmedabad incidents. What will happen? There's no point in tracing the route of the snake. Better kill the snake first. Now, another shocking news I'll tell you. They have operated another Boeing 787-9 to a foreign country whose CFA will be expiring tonight. And he'll be landing tomorrow after the expiry of CFA. You may say, Air didn't know about it? Or they want to know only after some incident or accident takes place. Who's going to be responsible? They have made aviation as a mockery of aviation in India. It is high time that the government should rise to occasion to bring back the image of this airline, which was known as one of the best airlines in the world, as long as it was under the command of Honorable J.R.D. Tata. He was known as the father of aviation. He wouldn't have allowed such incidents to take place in this airline. Now, why DGCA is quiet? They have not suspended the engineer. And I'll tell you shocking news. The Chief of Operation has issued a circular, all flying crew responsible for this lapse. How can you hold the pilots responsible? They've suspended the pilots who operated these flights. Why have you suspended the pilots? Have you done an investigation, inquiry, asked these pilots why they operated? It is lucky, we are glad that the Chief of Operation has not blamed the cabin crew also, that you are also responsible for this lapse. It's a matter of shame that such incidents and circulars are being issued by the airline. They are holding pilots responsible. I want to ask this gentleman, Chief of the Operation, let me know which way pilots are responsible. He signs the daily inspection report after engineer brings a book to him that I have checked all the systems, they are all perfect and it has all the valid certification. The pilot just countersigned the certificate and you hold pilots as responsible? Is it not a matter of shame? I want to know the DGCA to intervene and find out why the action has been taken against the pilots. I don't know what is going to happen in our aviation industry. It is being handled by the most inefficient person to handle such a huge aviation industry. They are sometimes using the vindictive processes against the crew and the employees of the airline. Will that help them? No, it is the right time for the DGCA to take a strict criminal action against the people who are involved in sending these flights on a commercial plane. I want to know, they said 8 flights have been done with the invalid CFA. I want to know how many pilots have you suspended the license? All the pilots who operated this flight? whenever you put a pilot off the flight, you have to immediately inform the DGCA. The reason for putting a pilot off the flight, why have they informed the DGCA? Has DGCA intervened to Air India to ask them why you have grounded the pilots? But they have not taken any action against the engineering, flight safety, and other people responsible for the serious lapse. It is high time we should rise to occasion, make this Air India as our most famous airline as it was earlier under the command of Honorable J.D. Tata, who was known as father of aviation. I'm really very much disappointed by the DGCA working and the airline functioning. Are they not scared of the DGCA or anything? Why don't they take? They have recently, DGCA recently changed the Aircraft Act. In that they say they will be, for any violation, they can fine them 2 crores or jail up to 2 years. Why haven't they taken action against their own rules and all that? Why are they quiet? Why the DGCA does not have any experienced people in their organization? I can quote you many accidents where the DGCA has not taken correct
Captain
action.
Panesar, can I ask you a question, sir? Sir, can I ask you a question? Now,
Sure.
Now, you're rightly questioning the regulator. Of course, the regulator, because see, sir, after the crash in Ahmedabad, there have been at least 10 to 15 incidents that we have reported here on Republic TV. On this show, at least 10 to 15 incidents have been reported. And each time, unfortunately, it happens to be Air India. There have been other airlines as well, I'm not saying no. But Air India seems to be a serial offender when it comes to these lapses. 1,300 lives in this one plane alone. Now, obviously, there is something seriously wrong on the airline's end, and I don't know, the DGCA is supposed to be the regulator not cracking the whip, because they give every time there's an incident like this, they give a very templated response saying that we've pulled up the operator has de-rostered, operator is taking corrective measures, kind of a statement. And it ends there. You've worked with them. What seems to be the real problem, Captain Panesar?
Let me tell you one thing. From the time the Air India has been disinvested from government to Tata Air India, it has been fined up to 6 crores by DGCA for various violations of safety. What action they have taken in the improvement on DGCA? Did they monitor whether they improved or not? One pilot refused a flight on a particular route because that aircraft are not fit for that route. They suspended him. They are scaring the pilots and the flying crew that if you write any complaint, and they say we'll sack you. They get warning like this. Pilots don't want to report anything. Because today, you know the cost of living, how expensive it is. They have to hire accommodation, they have to pay for the students, their children education. They don't want to write, they don't want to take any panga with the airline because they'll sack them in the evening.
Yeah.
But I only appreciate that the airline should hold a meeting once in 3 or 6 months, as we used to do. Our chairman, former chairman, Shri P.C. Sen, he used to hold a meeting once in 6 months in a 5-star hotel, offer the drinks and dinner, and he used to listen to everybody's complaint and he used to take an action to improve the airline. Why can't this airline? No, you see, DGCA is finding them for one violation 10 lakhs, 20. Father, because the money is to be paid by Tata Trust, who is a billionaire. Tata can pay billions of rupees to DGCA. But why don't they take action against the actual criminals? By paying money, you does not mean your safety has improved. Air India has tons of money to pay them DGCA for any number of fines. 6 crores have been fined in almost 2 years by DGCA for various violations. How do they justify that? I met the Chief of Vigilance and Safety. I said, forgetting all this, a person coming from New York to Bombay, you could not provide 2 wheelchairs. They only gave 1 wheelchair. And the other lady, you be on a wheelchair, the man walked and he died near the immigration counter. When I met this officer, he said, I can't spend money on the wheelchair. Passengers carry heavy baggages on wheelchair. They don't carry heavy baggages. You see, if this is the attitude of the airline, now you tell me whom you should talk and refer to these things. They don't want to listen. I sent few mails to the Chief Operating Officer. Said, I want to meet you and discuss few things for the improvement of the airline. I didn't get any response from them. They don't want to listen to the professionals and experienced people. Now, whom do you blame now?
Yeah. So I completely agree.
It's a very sad incident. They made aviation as a mockery of aviation in the world.
Sir, can I ask you one last question? Now, there is no repercussion, or at least we believe that there is no repercussion, because each time it's a templated response. They're summoned. I can't tell you, sir, we have actually confronted the CEO of Air India at least 4 to 5 times outside the DGCA office. Each time we get to see him is outside the DGCA office. That's how many times he's been called to the DGCA office. It has actually happened. Now, the fact is, why this issue is getting compounded is also because it's an A320. Over the weekend, we had reports of Airbus grounding 6,000 planes worldwide, or possible software glitch because of intensive radiation, etc. There was sudden height drop, etc. And they had to upgrade the software over serious concerns. And this is the same plane, ironically, that was being flown without a license, which compounds it even more. Now, we don't know how many more incidents there could be once you start digging and digging, and we don't know how many times, such incidents may be hidden even.
See, I have written letters to the Air India. I said, I have attended many world conferences in America and Europe where the Flight Safety Foundation, one of the directors said, if any airline thinks flight safety is expensive, try an accident. You think the Air India should not learn anything from Ahmedabad crash? What improvements they have done it? What action they have taken to improve the flight safety of the airline? I want to know this. Even if this incident of flying a high altitude with the solar radiation affecting the system, what action they have taken after this? I want to know that. Do they have any competent people to understand these things? It is being handled by incompetent HRD department. HRD department is sending pilots for training and all that who have no clue of the aviation. It is high time we should involve the veterans, experienced people for a conference and listen to them. And you take incident if you like, you take it, otherwise you ignore it. We don't force you. We are not trying to criticize anybody. But we are working for the safety of aviation and the safety of innocent passengers flying by these aircraft.
Yeah, okay.
It's a very sad incident. I'm glad that our media listen to occasion and trying to inform that they be careful. The DGCA should rise to occasion immediately.
Yeah, we've been reporting back-to-back incidents, Captain Panesar, and we wonder what's going on, because even after reporting repeated incidents, something seems to be amiss, and that is why this is happening again and again with the same airline. I'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining us, Captain Panesar, on This Is Exclusive. And let's get you the next big story, ladies and gentlemen. For the last few days, we've been talking about the condition of Imran Khan. If he's alive, dead, nobody knew, but today his family members got to meet him. One of his sisters, Dr. Uzma Khan, met Imran Khan and confirmed that he's alive. They got to see him, he's alive, but they claimed he was being tortured. And they went on record to say, the sister of Imran Khan said that she spoke to Imran and that the health of Imran Khan seems to be better. But she said that he's neither talking to anyone nor meeting anyone. He's been completely isolated. And Imran Khan reportedly told family members that he's being mentally tortured. Imran Khan telling his family members that Asim Munir is responsible for everything that's happening with him inside jail. He went on to name Asim Munir the failed marshal of Pakistan. And the family came out of jail, put out a statement, and they claimed that Imran Khan was extremely angry with how he was being tortured. With a small window of opportunity that he had with his family members, he told his sister that Asim Munir was responsible, adding that he was being locked in a room all day and rarely being taken out. Here's what the sister of Imran Khan said today.
सेहत अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक है, मगर ज़हनी वो उन्होंने बड़े गुस्से में थे, कहते हैं कि हमें ये मेंटल टॉर्चर कर रहे हैं और सारा दिन कमरे में बंद, थोड़ा सा बाहर जो निकल सकते हैं, कोई किसी से कम्युनिकेशन नहीं, कहते हैं ये आसिम मुनीर जिम्मेदार है, ये सब कुछ हो रहा है। बाकी
कितनी देर मुलाकात रही है मैडम आपकी? अच्छा, सेहत उनकी ठीक है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
Republic TV is reporting live from outside the jail in Rawalpindi. We've been able to report from there, speak to some of Imran Khan's party leaders. Listen in.
एक माह बाद जो है मुलाकात हुई है इमरान खान साहब की सीरत की, तो सर क्या
देखिए मेरी बहुत ही मुख्तसर गुफ्तगू हुई है उज़मा आपा से। उन्होंने बाहर आके ये कहा और मेरा सवाल उनसे पहला यही था कि खान साहब की सेहत ठीक है, उनका सेहत ठीक है उनकी। तो बाकी बातें वो मीडिया टॉक में अपनी बताएंगी जो खान साहब की हिदायत हैं हिदायत। लेकिन सबसे बड़ा जो हमें तशवीश थी वो खान साहब की सेहत के हवाले से थी, तो वो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक।
सर 1 महीने बाद मुलाकात हुई है, कैसे देख रहे हैं?
ये जुल्म है जी, ये टॉर्चर है, ये गैर इंसानी सलूक है कि एक शख्स को आप काल कोठरी में डाल दें, उसके ख़ानदान को, उसके वकला को उससे ना मिलने दें। ये बर्बरियत की बदतरीन मिसाल है। तो हम इंशाअल्लाह ये ऐसा कुछ करने वालों से हिसाब लेंगे।
सर एक मुलाकात के लिए जगह जगह रास्ते बंद किए हुए, इतना खौफ और
पूरी रोजगार आप देखिए, इस पूरे इलाके की दुकानें बंद हैं, यहाँ पे रेस्टोरेंट बंद हैं। इन्होंने हमला किया है इस पूरे इलाके पर, इस इलाके की रोजगार ख़त्म की। आज मुझे बताया गया है कि स्कूल भी बंद हो गए। तो ये क्या बर्बरियत है जी? एक कानून आइन के मुताबिक मुलाकात होनी है बहनों की, उसको टालने के लिए, रोकने के लिए ये पूरे माशरे पर इन्होंने हमला किया हुआ है।
सर मुकम्मल तौर पर खान साहब को ना वकला को मिलने दिया जा रहा है। खान साहब ने भी शिकायत ये की है कि मुझे वकला से नहीं मिलने दिया जा रहा, पार्टी का से
उनके मुकदमात हैं और उन मुकदमात के हवाले से जब तक वो मुलाकात नहीं करेंगे कोई मुकदमा आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा, हम बॉयकॉट करेंगे। बहुत शुक्रिया।
Now, it's a very serious allegation when the family of Imran Khan says that Imran Khan inside jail told his sister that he was being tortured, and he's named Asim Munir. And this was confirmed by the sister of Imran Khan when she spoke to the media. Listen in.
सेहत अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक है, मगर ज़हनी वो उन्होंने बड़े गुस्से में थे। कहते हैं कि हमें ये मेंटल टॉर्चर कर रहे हैं और सारा दिन कमरे में बंद, थोड़ा सा बाहर जो निकल सकते हैं, कोई किसी से कम्युनिकेशन नहीं। कहते हैं कि आसिम मुनीर जिम्मेदार है, ये सब कुछ हो रहा है। बाकी
कितनी देर मुलाकात रही है मैडम आपकी? अच्छा, सेहत उनकी ठीक है?
सेहत अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक है, मगर ज़हनी वो उन्होंने बड़े गुस्से में थे। कहते हैं कि हमें ये मेंटल टॉर्चर कर रहे हैं और सारा दिन कमरे में बंद, थोड़ा सा बाहर जो निकल सकते हैं, कोई किसी से कम्युनिकेशन नहीं। कहते हैं कि आसिम मुनीर जिम्मेदार है, ये सब कुछ हो रहा है। बाकी
कितनी देर मुलाकात रही है मैडम आपकी? अच्छा, सेहत उनकी ठीक है?
Joining us live from the newsroom, Shawan, serious allegation to say that he was tortured by Asim Munir.
Well, in fact, multiple petitions were actually filed by Imran Khan's family members for this meeting to take place. But remember, as per the court instructions, they were supposed to be given access every Tuesday. For the last 3 months or so, a little more than that, Imran Khan's family members were not being allowed. This after Imran Khan's lawyers made an appeal before the court stating as to why they were not being given any access. Finally, Dr. Uzma, younger sister of Imran Khan, was actually given access today, where she's making a clear, direct accusation. And she says that this is what Imran Khan had to say. And perhaps one of the reasons why you've had Asim Munir preventing Imran Khan's family meeting them was because he does not want Imran Khan's message to really go out, because here you have Imran Khan once again taking on Asim Munir. They've had a history in the past, but at the same time, remember, these are direct allegations not being leveled against Shehbaz Sharif. Imran Khan is now targeting Asim Munir, and none other than Dr. Uzma, who's now come out after meeting Imran Khan, directly pointing fingers at Asim Munir for preventing the family members from meeting him, and the fact that he's being tortured inside the jail. So one thing is for sure, that he has been tortured over the last couple of months while he was inside the jail. Having said that, the family members say that he is recovering, he is in a better condition, but what is very clear is that Asim Munir and the gang is essentially torturing Imran Khan inside the jail.
Thank you for that, Shawan. A very serious allegation. Ladies and gentlemen, gets very interesting. Now that this family has said that he was tortured in jail and by Asim Munir, does that make things worse? Does it make it worse? Will the protests escalate? Likely to happen, because nobody knows where Asim Munir is, and his promotion has been put on hold. So something's happening in Pakistan, and Republic will be right on top of that story. Thanks for watching. This is Exclusive.